In November 2015, ISIS staged a coordinated terror attack in Paris, killing 130 people and injuring more than 350. That month, media coverage of ISIS was at an all-time high. But over the last 2 years, in spite of the group continuously taking credit for terror attacks around the world, they've garnered less and less media attention. So what exactly happened to ISIS, and why don't we hear about them as much as we used to? Well, first and foremost, ISIS is losing, both regionally and globally. At its peak in late 2015, it held control of major portions of western Iraq and eastern Syria, covering as many as 8 million people. At the time, accounts of their implementation of strict Islamic law made it appear that they had successfully established control over their territory. Reports stated that through stolen oil, archaeological artifacts, human trafficking, and kidnapping ransoms, their income was estimated at over $1 billion a year. But in the aftermath of the Paris terror attacks, US, French, and Russian-led forces stepped up their offensive against the terror group. Coalition airstrikes have decimated their military capabilities. Additionally, Iraqi troops have been successfully taking back captured territory alongside Kurdish and Western allied forces. One major turning point in the fight against ISIS was in the Iraqi city of Mosul. After being overrun in mid-2014, Mosul became the de facto ISIS capital and a symbol of the group's military prowess. But after a 3-year counteroffensive by the Iraqi military, ISIS forces were driven out in the Battle for Mosul, with one Iraqi military commander pegging the death toll for ISIS at roughly 25,000 fighters. This major victory by coalition forces has had far-reaching repercussions and is seen as a death blow to the terror group. In the last 2 years, ISIS has seen its land holdings collapse, with security analysts estimating a 60% drop in territory since January 2015. Besides losing oil-rich Mosul, the group has also lost territory in their Syrian strongholds of Raqqa and Homs. All 3 cities once contributed heavily to their stolen oil revenue, which has dropped by nearly 90%. This massive loss in resources has demoralized the group's members. Huge numbers of foreign fighters are now fleeing into Turkey to escape the brutal regime. In addition to losing the global and domestic fight for dominance, media coverage of the group has dwindled, somewhat intentionally. ISIS has used mass media as a propaganda tool to spread their message and recruit, which is why a large number of outlets have stopped publishing the group's stylized videos. In recent years, newspapers in countries like France have even stopped using images of ISIS terrorists following attacks, and they've refused to say their names on the radio. After losing territory, financial stability, population, and military ability, as well as a concentrated effort by the media to cover victims of the terror attacks rather than the attackers themselves, ISIS has become less of a focal point and more of a symbol of defeat in a larger global fight against terrorism. But on a global scale, ISIS is not the only terrorist group causing both loss of life and a threat to global stability. To learn about another group that rivals ISIS in death count, watch this video. Thanks for checking out NowThis World. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this every week.